Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series, where I use each page of this book, or I read each page. Hopefully I already did that since I was a part of putting it together, so of course I have. And each page inspire a little video. And I'm going through the whole book doing that. Seriously, no kidding. Page 14. These are the principles by which visionary evaluatives live. Live and work. It's in the introduction. Principle 6, engage in deep praxis. Sounds pretty heavy. At home we have a little stuffed flamingo. I think the flamingo is a French flamingo named Praxis. So if I ask the girls, hey, where's Praxis? Where's our Praxis? They'll run and grab a little pink stuffed flamingo. So when I think of what Praxis means, I both have a little stuffed flamingo in mind and also the process of enacting or embodying an idea, a theory, or a concept. So when I think of praxis, I think of it as a process, the process of enacting an idea, a theory. And that interdependence, that back and forth, those things being, in a sense, one, not something that are two separate parts. So here we have a concept, deep praxis, which we have introduced, and I'll just read a little point here, a few sentences. Visionary evaluatives go beyond the basic form of praxis, as I might have just described, to a deeper praxis in which they seek to integrate creative actions, inquiry, theory, and learning, with all anchored to their guiding values and the future. Okay, now this is kind of critical. This notion of deep praxis is like a praxis that's settling into becoming a part of the network of relationships, a part of all the relationships that make up our values, all the relationships that are created by the human values that are a part of a certain context. Deep praxis, similar to concepts of deep ecology, and I think there's going to be a lot that we can talk about relationships between deep ecology and deep praxis and how they relate and how they don't. Similar to concepts of deep ecology, does not see the world as a collection of isolated events or objects, but rather a network of fundamentally interconnected, intertwined phenomena. Visionary evaluatives are actively and communally engaged in deep praxis, iteratively learning and evolving theory, practice, and evaluative inquiry to fit the situation in which they are participating. Visionary evaluatives reflecting different perspectives, values, and sectors come together and also engage with others in ongoing conversation and reflection, all the while synthesizing, learning, and applying that learning and wisdom to the next action. That's a lot. So in chatting with a very good friend, Cameron Norman, recently, we were talking about sensing and the role of sensing in praxis. And me finding that the way that he was talking about it, this was fundamental or integral to what deep praxis is. That settling into acknowledging, embracing all of the values that are part of the network of the system within which the praxis is coming to be, is evolving. That is only possible not through the doing only, and not through the idea or the theory, but the sensing that is a part of the process. that sensing of those various relationships, and the feeling and the becoming aware of and understanding that is something separate than our analytical mind, our partitioned self, and more something of that would fit into the what's life? Well, hard to define, but I know it when I see it. So there's something about that sensing that is a core and perhaps the third component of deep praxis, or a key component of understanding of deep praxis. This book is full of visionary evaluatives presenting their perspective on what their own deep praxis is. And that's all. I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series. What is your vision of a deep praxis for a future you want?